I've been happy with nothing. Imagine me if I got it. Say if my nine stop busting. Imagine me with a shot it. I've been pushing this Pontiac. Imagine me in the Rari. Bumping God's whisper by Rari. Probably be with a shot.
Yo, what's good with the squad? It's MalikThaGod, and today we got a lot of NBA 2K19 Takeover and Archetype news, man. Now, before I start this video, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub to your boy. We out here grinding, man. Join the journey. Now, the past couple of days, Mike Wang has decided to unleash a busload of Takeover and Archetype information on Twitter. Now, if you're a 2K fan and you want to see the info as fast as it happens, follow Mike on Twitter, @Baloo, he's constantly dropping new knowledge for us daily. But let's get into this. It's a lot, so I might not talk about everything individually, just trying to let you guys know what all he's saying. First off, he has someone ask, @Baluba, will glass cleaners be better in 19 because in 18 there was no point in making one because anyone could grab rebounds? To which Mike Wang responded, glass cleaners got a lot of love this year. One of my favorite additions is in the Takeover. They get a target on the floor showing where the ball is going to go on missed shots. It gives them a huge rebounding advantage. They also get elbow clearouts after offensive boards prior to putbacks. Now I want to talk about this because it sounds like glass cleaners might just be OP. That target thing sounds crazy, but the more I thought about it, it sounds like it'll be okay since it won't show until the ball actually hits the rim and they won't always be able to make it to the board. But it'll be a fun addition and gives glass cleaners a new feature to enjoy. Next, we have a question about playmakers where they ask, @Mike Wang, how will Playmakers Takeover badge be? Will it be like the Grand badge in 2K17 or different? And Mike responds saying, Playmakers are the only ones who can put someone on their back with an ankle breaker. They also get boosts to their shot after breaking someone off the dribble and an extra dimer light buff to their teammates. Now this is new and different. Last year almost anyone, even a pure stretch, could put you on your back, but now it seems like it'll be exclusive for Playmaker primaries only. Plus the extra boost to their shot after breaking someone is cool. It's something in real life that I feel happens a lot. Breaking someone and dropping in the shot. It's perfect for getting those clips, and they also get an extra boost in Takeover that helps their teammates, so it'll be crazy useful to have a primary playmaker on your team. Then we have new post score news. Mike was asked, hey Mike, can you tell me about the post score? Anything new? To which Mike responded, post scores get a lot in Takeover. Power backdowns, clear outs, and spin drive content unique to their arc. Boosted hooks, fades, shimmies, C-hoops for life hooked you up this year. So I already know the post is going to be lit this year because C-hoops always comes through with the best post animations, and with boosted post moves in the Takeover mode, I'm telling y'all right now that I think the post might be the best center build to watch for. Now this next tweet is probably the most interesting tweet in the whole video. A Twitter user asked, so Mike, what if you're a primary glass cleaner and an athletic finisher for a secondary? Is Takeover mode just for your primary skill, or will you get additional moves and whatnot for your secondary skill set? And what if you're pure? To which Mike responded, Takeover just applies to your primary archetype until you reach 94 overall. At that point you get Takeover for both primary and secondary arcs, and if you're a pure, you stay hot longer at 94. Which is cool news, but also scares me. I for one hate the road to 99, and hearing that at 94 you unlock makes it seem like it's still in the game, which if it is, it will suck for guys like me who make multiple builds and probably will never make it to 94. Hopefully there's a rep system though, and maybe the 94 is like past 2Ks where you could just grind for the attributes in my career, or you could upgrade attributes way easier. But the biggest thing here is the fact that the Takeover will eventually apply to both archetypes, which means dual arcs might be the wave if you have the right dual arc. Now the next few tweets are about sharps. First we got Power asking, you gave us a lot of info about Takeover, but could you give us more info about how Takeover will affect shooters and stretches? Thanks. And Mike Wang responded, Takeover modifies shot windows for shooting builds to make it easier to hit the perfect timing. It also boosts or unlocks the full potential of your shooting badges. For example, with Limitless, only sharps in Takeover can bomb from curry range with any effectiveness. Which makes it seem like even pure sharps will be able to shoot curry range only during Takeover, which is probably something that will be tweaked during the first couple weeks after the outrage is heard everywhere, because honestly, what's a sharp if he can't pull up curry range, if he has all the badges and everything correct? Then we got another one about sharps that says, @Baluba, what's the word on pure sharps, Mike? Do they get those green animations? And Mike Wang responds, sharps are the only builds who get the green animations, i.e. the showboat shot landings. Now this one sounds dumb to me, to be honest. Like, I'm all for sharps being more recognizable, but the green animation should be for anyone who has a decent 3-point shot in my opinion. But hey man, it is what it is. And lastly for sharps, he was asked, can greens actually look like wet where they're all net instead of an 18 where the green bounced off the rim, then top of the backboard and finally went in? And Mike Wang responded saying, every now and then there will be some rim drama, but for the most part, almost every green release will be all net. Now this is dope because last year it really felt like greens were very bouncy. I'd have to tell teammates not to jump at it a lot of the times because it bounced so much that you'd think it'd be coming off the rim. So the fact that it'll be more rare to have rim on greens is cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves, you know, all net shots, dog. Those are the best. That's the best feeling in the world, in real life and in the game. And Mike just kept responding and responding. He even gave us more playmaker info when someone asked, can we steal momentum behind the back? And Mike responded saying yes, and it no longer requires you to hold sprint, which confirms momentum behind the back is still in the game and somehow doesn't require a sprint anymore. I'm not even sure what that exactly means, but it's good to know that it's back in the game. He even gave us more info about the shot creator, which is dope news because this is a feature that hasn't been in almost any 2K game if I'm not mistaken. However, this is something that NBA Live has had for at least a year, I think. This is piggybacking off the playmaker tweet. Someone asked, does this mean a playmaking shot creator would be able to get drops or only primary playmakers? And Mike Wang responded, only primary playmakers, but primary shot creators are the only ones who can break ankles with a step back jumper. So this means only primary playmakers can make you fall and secondary playmakers cannot, but primary shot creators can make you fall off step back jumpers, etc., which in my opinion is a good balance because last year, you know, playmaking shot creators were a godlike build. They could take your ankles, they could, you know what I'm saying, momentum behind the back, pull up off the dribble, dunk the ball, lay up the ball. There was basically nothing they couldn't do. They could shoot, you know what I'm saying, one wide open, even sometimes not wide open. Like, they were a really great build. It's honestly a good balance. It gives you a good balance, you know what I mean? So it's not OP like it was last year. Also, one more thing about sharps, it really seems like they're being nerfed. Someone took to Twitter to ask, Abalu, but what stops pure sharps from abusing deep/bad shots? And Mike Wang responded, timing is much tougher. If you get a defender nearby, you can expect to see a lot of bricks, but a pure sharp and takeover left wide open with good timing will hurt a lot of teams. So it seems like deep shots and even slightly contested shots are going to be bad shots, which makes me think sharps might not be the wave this year. To be honest, it seems like sharps are only going to be deadly while wide open or close to the line, which takes everything away from them. If we're being honest, the best things about sharps were being able to pull up from limitless and also being able to shoot with very little space. But now it seems like that's taken away, so I'm not even sure if I'm even making a sharp this year. It's probably going to be one of those builds that I make down the line after everything has been, you know, straightened out. You know, all in all, I like how 2K is doing the archetype system this year. With the takeover thing added, it really seems like each archetype will be good instead of last year how some archetypes felt like they were being left out. I'm still holding out hope that, you know, the duels will be the wave this year. I really believe that they will be, but you know what I'm saying, we'll never know until the game actually comes out, because last year pures were just too good. They were way too good in my opinion. You know what I'm saying, some dual builds were good, but I hope this year there's a bigger amount, like there's a more of an incentive to make a dual archetype than just a pure. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you like the information given, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.